Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes trailer brings back this mythical franchise and will show us a humanity on the brink of extinction. The synopsis of this movie reads as follows. The new Apes movie is set many years after the conclusion of the 2017 Planet of the Apes movie, War for the Planet of the Apes. Many ape societies have grown since Caesar led his people to an oasis, while humans have been reduced to a wild animal-like existence. Some ape groups have never heard of Caesar, while others have twisted his teachings to build expanding empires. In this scenario, one ape leader begins to enslave other groups to find human technology, while another ape, who saw his clan taken away, sets out on a journey to find freedom. A young human woman becomes the key to the latter's quest, although she has plans of her own. This gives us a clear frame of reference for where in the timeline this movie takes place. It will take place after the events of War for the Planet of the Apes, and will follow in the footsteps of Caesar's son. The trailer begins with a person mentioning that when he closes his eyes, he sees things, to which another person asks him if he is referring to memories, but the man says no, that he is seeing new things. Possibly this conversation occurs between two apes. We know this because they are talking about visions or premonitions, but they don't know how to explain it well. This leads me to think that it is a human concept with which the person is not familiar. It is possible that Caesar's son is having visions of the future, and this leads the herd to migrate to another place. Perhaps Caesar's son is dreaming of the extinction of the apes, and he must lead his people. The idea that the visions of the future are what lead the apes to move from place to place is something that goes along with the story of Planet of the Apes. As in the first film, it is discovered that the apes live near the beach in Manhattan, and that they live in a kind of religious theocracy, where they do not allow the submissive to question their past. Perhaps this film will explain why it is taboo for apes to know the history of mankind. But let's continue watching the trailer. Caesar's son is exploring different places and is waiting for a bird, which helps him in the exploration. We also see another ape who tells Caesar's son that this is not all, hinting that he has more information than he tells him. On his chest, he wears the symbol of Caesar's army. Although he resembles previous characters, we don't know if this is an ape who was fighting alongside Caesar, or a new character. If you can identify him, leave it in the comments. We cut to a scene of Caesar's son looking down a bridge tunnel. It is possible that he is an explorer, an ape who is searching for food and resources to help his herd. But possibly the food or water is running out, and the only way to survive is to cross this tunnel, which is quite scary. Then we see a scene in which Caesar's son arrives in an ancient city whose nature has reclaimed the streets. We can see the buildings covered by trees, and human civilization has fallen. Then we have the announcement of the release date. It is mentioned that it will be released on Memorial Day. This positions the film for release on May 27th. We also have the first image of humans turned into savages. In the last Planet of the Apes movie, the humans started to become infected with a virus, which affected their cognitive and speech systems. The humans began to become mute and dumb, something that would lead them to become savages again. In the first Planet of the Apes movie, the humans could not speak, and had become something similar to apes. Later it was revealed that it was because of a virus. This movie will show how humans began to adapt to this new reality. Humans are hunted by apes. They are no longer the dominant species on the planet. Then we are shown several scenes of the coexistence of primates and some disagreements they have among them. Apparently, one part of the primate society does not want to leave their home, but others want to explore the world. Perhaps this is the beginning of Caesar's religion. In the first film, Caesar is a figure similar to Jesus Christ. The apes have their own religion, and as part of this, there is a prohibition of investigation of sacred places, which are the ruins of humans. The apes do not want to accept that humans once dominated the planet, and they want to erase all their history. although we do not know why they want to keep this secret. Maybe in this movie, we will finally understand why. We see a scene in which they give food to a human, and how she helps them in their mission. Then we see scenes of Caesar's son arriving at an establishment similar to the ones we saw in the first movie with his father. What could be happening is that Caesar's son is looking for what his father's origin was. Perhaps this is where he discovers that his father is the result of an experiment. I think this movie will be about how Caesar's son might understand the importance of humans, but how other apes create those rules and religions to further separate the apes from their own history. It could show the moment when finally humans lose all hope in this world. I think this movie will no longer show humans as antagonists. I think the humans will be in the background, and the movie will be about a civil war between the apes. Some who want to join the humans, and others who want to erase their history. But what do you think of the trailer of the new Planet of the Apes movie? Did you like it? What do you think will happen in it? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.